everybody. Welcome to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we've got something special. This was initially going to be a 9/11 Instagram post, and then I was only going to take 2 cards, and 4 cards flew out. So once I saw the numbers on the cards, I knew that this was not going to be able to fit into an Instagram post. So I decided to make just a little mini reading for everybody here. And let's talk about 9/11 for a minute. So, in the U.S., 9/11 can be considered a very sorrowful day, but in numerology, it's a very powerful day. It's a gateway. So we've got 9 and 11, 9 plus 1 and 1 is 11 again, so it's kind of like an 11-11. It's very spiritual. It's the ending of a cycle, moving into another a new world, so to speak. So if you watched my 9/9 reading, you will know that I kept talking about 9 being transformation or alchemy, right? And here it is, dress of alchemy. Now, though 9 is the ending of a cycle, usually 5 represents transformation. But in this instance, I'm seeing it as the 9 as rebirth. So moving from the 9 to the 10, which is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So it's very amazing. So let's just get started. So before I get into the cards, actually, yes, let me get into the cards real quick just to give you the numbers. 33, 44, 9, 29. We know that 29 breaks down to 11. So we've got 9/11 right here. And the 2 master numbers, 33 and 44. And then we have a 3 that flew out here. So we have some amazing energy that's coming through this 9/11 portal. And so I'm going to just read off I only did 6 songs today. I'm going to read them off. So actually it was 5 songs. No, it was 6 songs, and there was 1 song that was already playing when I started shuffling, so I kept that. That was Chainsmokers, Roses. And if you guys have been watching my readings and my videos, you'll notice that there has been a lot of flower references. And the lyrics, deep in my bones I can feel you, take me back to a time only we knew. So I'm feeling. So we got the gift of sacred sight here, and number 33 and number 44. So I've definitely seen a lot of intuition, a lot of telepathy. Number 9 over here, the most spiritual number in numerology. Number 3 is the Holy Trinity. So many numerological synchronicities here that are powerful. So it's a very powerful energy. So I'm definitely seeing feeling spirit, feeling the energy of them. You're feeling your soulmates. I'm seeing a lot of telepathy and remote viewing, being able to see the gift of sacred sight. And roses represent undying love. And what's interesting is they also, to me, represent the twin flame journey. Whenever you see a rose, it's supposed to be your twin flame sending you a rose from whatever dimension of time and space, beyond time and space. Say you'll never let me go. Okay, so and the next song was Bad Flower, Heroine. So now we got more flowers, roses, flowers, Bad Flower, Heroine. You would think of it as like poppy seed, right? Like poppy, which is very interesting. That'll come into play with the weeping willow and the lily. So, and Bad Flower, Heroine, it's interesting. So, deep in my bones I can feel you was the Chainsmokers. And Bad Flower is, she's in my head again. She knows where I have been. I'm going down that road again. So once again, that's feeling like somebody's in your head. Like you're just thinking of something, and then it's you see it in your reality. And it's almost like an instant manifestation of your thoughts into reality. The song itself is about addiction, right? It's about being addicted to, to heroin. She's in my veins again. Exhale her oxygen. And I was seeing that as the tree. So this morning, I always go to my tree and I give it gratitude. And today I always say, thank you for the oxygen I breathe. So I think a lot of us forget that, our strong connection to trees. Then we got another song was Red Hot Chili Peppers, by the way. Skin that flick, she's such a little DJ. Get there quick by street but not my freeway. Turn that trick to make a little leeway. Beat that nick but not the way that we played Dogtown. Bloodbath, ribcage, softail. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there. Waiting for somebody. By the way, I tried to say I know you from before. Oh, that's interesting. So that's meeting somebody. They don't remember meeting you, right? They don't remember meeting you, and you wanted to say, oh, I know you already, but you couldn't get the words out. That's what I'm hearing. But it's also from past lives. You meet people, especially when you got the gift of sacred sight in the Akashic records, tapping into that crown chakra energy. You meet people, and they don't realize that you know them from a past life. You have that strong energetic connection, right? That strong telepathy. Okay, so then the next song was number 4, well, technically number 5, Drill It in My Brain by Newfound Glory. Newfound Glory. I love this. So this talks about wanting you more the more I know you. So it says, bring me down because I know I let you drill it in my brain so I won't forget you. Hold you back when I don't deserve you, wanting you more the more I know you. So that's getting to know somebody and wanting them. The more you know about them and the more you get to know them, you want them even more in your life, right? It's like, oh man, that person's like levels. you see levels unlocked of that person, and it's that comfort. Almost feeling like you don't deserve somebody as well, because that came through in the last reading as well, and in my Instagram post yesterday it came through saying almost feeling like you don't deserve a certain person, like maybe they're too good for you, or maybe something about of your own issues of lack of self-confidence, that you feel you don't deserve something as amazing as an amazing relationship, or as amazing as a career opportunity, or as amazing as success, or and it's about learning to love yourself, releasing your power, because you inspire trust and confidence, and you have the gift of sacred sight. All you got to do is have complete commitment in your journey. Okay, the next song was interesting. It was Creeping in My Dream by Stevie Wonder. This is about dreaming about somebody. Okay, so all these songs are about, I wouldn't say an obsession, but such a strong connection that you're dreaming about this person. They feel like they're in your head. This telepathy, this remote viewing, seeing flashes of them. And so that's what Creeping in My Dream is about, and that's by Stevie Wonder. And I was talking about, when you close your eyes and you use your gift of feeling to guide you, it'll guide you in the right direction. So people dreaming about each other. Okay, next song, last song, is Use Somebody by Kings of Leon. And that talks about, like, I can really use somebody like you. I can really use somebody like you with all you know and how you speak. With your knowledge and your wisdom, I could really use somebody like you to co-create with. If I just had somebody like you. So that's what I get from that song. Initially, when I first heard that song, I was like, use somebody. Oh, you want to use somebody for sex, or you want to use somebody. But then it transformed when you step outside of the lower vibration into a higher vibration. I hope it's gonna make you notice. I hope it's gonna make you notice someone like me. Oh. I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. And that's interesting. Like when you walk, right? When I walk, sometimes I've tripped so many times so now I really watch where I'm going. And when I do look down on the ground, I always find little things on the floor that I wouldn't have looked had I been looking straight ahead, right? So yeah, anyways, I don't know why that popped up, but Kings of Leon, Leo. That was it for the songs. Now, let's get into the reading. So immediately we're going to start with the Dress of Alchemy. And I put peacock ore here because peacocks came through again. Peacocks keep coming through. And what's interesting is there's a goddess. Her name is Hera. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of her, but she's the wife of Zeus. And Hera is a very jealous woman. So I've been getting that energy of like jealousy, releasing jealousy. Whenever I see red hair, like see how the little mermaid has red hair, I think of jealousy. Redheads are very fiery. I'm not saying that all redheads, because like we got two redheads here. I'm not saying they're all jealous and fiery, but the color red itself is very fiery, very passionate, very root chakra based, very afraid of what people think of them, you know, afraid of making a fool of themselves, afraid, you know what I mean? Fear, a lot of fear based. So, Hera, and she's the goddess of women, of marriage, of family, of childhood. So we got marriage. Marriage has been coming through. So I don't know if there's marriage going to be happening, but I'm seeing marriage. But what stands in the way is like if jealousy, right? So we want to make sure that we're with somebody who is of a high vibration, who lets us be us, right? Who lets us be playful, who lets us, you know, just be. And she's the peacock goddess. So, you know, look at her clothes have all these peacocks. Look at her wings. They have peacock wings. So she's got peacocks. And she's got all these symbols. If you look at, they look like a bunch of like symbols or like sigils on her dress. And what's interesting is my Halloween decoration, my Halloween decor that I use every year is pretty much this pattern that her dress is. So that reminds me something about Halloween. Something about Halloween. Something is happening on Halloween. Something's going to be coming to you before Halloween. And see how she's got, it's the number 33, which is the number of enlightenment. So the Christ consciousness energy, I keep seeing the sun returning, that Christ consciousness energy returning, lighting up. All these eyes, all eyes on you. But I'm also seeing it as you have eyes all around you. Like you can see behind you, you can see in front of you, you can see above and below. And that gold Christ conscious energy is shining. Like people see it. And it talks about releasing your power. You are the alchemist. If you've ever read The Alchemist, you'll understand that, you know, sometimes the things are right in front of us, but we got to go on the journey to experience life to be able to come back to that which we passed up the first time. So, and I love it. Look at a gateway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. I love this. So look at, and look at, there's two heads on, it looks like, is it 3 heads or 2 heads? 3 heads there in her bottle. Message in a bottle. And I'm seeing the archway, and look at another rose coming through the cracks. So I'm almost seeing it as like the lotus flower has to go through a tremendous amount of mud. It's like nothing's going to stop you from growing. You are going to grow through that concrete. And this is a gateway. So you have powerful energy when this beautiful being shows up in your readings. You have strong, powerful, vibrant energy that changes lives. And with that comes great responsibility. Some people may be eroding their own energy fields with blame, discontent, and choosing the same destructive patterns over and over again. When this being walks in, she shows that it is possible to change deeply and truly, and to become clear, bright, strong, healthy, and very powerful in terms of your energy. She understands the responsibility and has worked consistently and with great discipline and earnestness to be able to create eyes in her wings, make it impossible to hide from the truth of who you are. And so peacocks are all about celebration. I've been getting celebration, even in my last reading as well. So it's time for you to celebrate who you truly are at this time. To acknowledge you have some energetic debris that needs to be cleared. And when you do this, the gold, I'm going to put this down for a minute. The gold of who you truly are will shine through. Just as these alchemical symbols shine from my dress, it is no longer possible in this new energy to hide who you are. You must take the time to be truly yourself. There is no cloak to hide within. As you can see, this dress I wear reveals all my magics and all my secrets. The secrets and the wisdoms of the ages are being revealed now more than ever. When you have cleared your energy field of the guilt, the fear, the jealousy, oh my God, guys, jealousy again, and the envy, you will be able to shine brightly too. So there's people jealous and envious of you and your gifts. And maybe sometimes you get a little jealous of other people and their gifts and like, wait, you wish you can do what they're doing. And you can. There's nothing stopping you but your own self-doubt. So that's what the self-doubt was coming through in the last reading, was talking about you need to love yourself. And please take time to clear from your sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. Once you are clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. After this has taken place, expect symbols and signs to pour in. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. Do not expect to have no change after her arrival. Relationships and situations based on ego-centered concepts containing toxic energies will fall away. Naturally, you will now ask for your worth. This is not overweening pride. It is self-love in action. Hubris. And the number 33 is 6, so nurturing yourself. It's also about family. So maybe, there's jealous family that you need to let go of. Seeing what you're doing. And maybe there's love as well, because 6 is about love. So loving yourself and loving others. And I forgot what this, I want to know what this 3-headed bird is. I don't know what the name of this, if anybody knows the name of this eagle. It's an eagle with 3 heads. So immediately when I see eagle, I always think of high perspective, but I also think of freedom. Communication will set you free. There's the number 3 is the master number of communication. It's a master teacher of communication, the master of creativity. It's enlightenment. The secrets and knowledge and wisdom are not just bestowed on anybody. You have to have a deep understanding. Sometimes this knowledge and wisdom is right in front of your eyes, but until you're at a higher vibration, you don't understand it, or you don't even see it. Beautiful. I just love this dress. Anyways, dress of alchemy. Okay, so we're going to move on to I'm going to actually go to 44 first, and then this is going to be I'll read that one last. Which is interesting, so we've got 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 11, 9, 11, 4, 4, 11. So we've got every master number here except for 22. Which is fascinating. Anyway, here we go. The Mermaid of Immersion, complete commitment. And look there's Nemo. I keep seeing Finding Nemo. Like kids throwing goldfish in the ocean or in ponds and rivers, and it's messing up because they're an invasive species. So I'm seeing like people doing that because they saw the movie and they want to free the goldfish. Little Nemo. Anyway, it's a clownfish actually. So complete commitment, 44, the master number of I would say, because it breaks down to 8, would be, this is the master teacher. This is the master number of business, the entrepreneur, the executive. So building a solid foundation for the future, stability. This is the master number of stability. So you are building this solid foundation based on communication and creativity. Okay, so here, let's put this over here, or let's put the archway over here, and we're walking through that archway. It's interesting. I have my friend Chad has this house in Fillmore, and it's got this beautiful archway with these flowers around it, and anytime I see this card, I think of that. Okay, here we go. Let's put this here. The Mermaid of Immersion, look at her. She looks like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, and so this is about diving deep. So anytime, and so, also I think of Finding Nemo, because we got the, Dory and Nemo. And I'm almost thinking of like memories, remembering. So now we're remembering. You're remembering your past lives. Well, past, technically, your lives in all dimensions of time and space. And you're remembering the past, right? So let's get to number 44. And remembering dealings of a relationship with a man. So maybe you're having memories of a man from past lives. And look at it, it looks like a bee in his hair. The letter B. The letter B has been popping up a lot. There's a little letter B in his hair, and maybe complete commitment to this man. Once again, marriage. So mermaids do not live only on the surface. They live in the beneath, underneath, which you see taking place. You have been a surface dweller too long, and you are being asked to immerse yourself in the strange world beneath the waves. Here you will discover great treasures. See the mermaid's necklace, brimming with wisdom, which will be yours too. and the delicate, strong, bright clownfish swimming about her, who are able now to clear you of toxins, to assist you to see your true beauty and to transmute the poisonous limitations you have set on yourself. I'm seeing like addictions of sorts. You will no longer need to concern yourself with so much protection, as the changes you are making will make you virtually invisible to troubles and harmful others, and who once would disturb you. This immersion is the road to the real rebirth. All will change and you will finally be fully alive and true to yourself. So immediately, yes. I was saying this, I've said this in a few times in a few of my videos, Reiki videos. You know, people will use stones and crystals and candles and things for protection. But once you start vibrating at a certain level, you don't need protection. You are the protection. You turn out to be the protection. So it's about being on that high vibration, letting go of fear. You know, we use these things when we're scared, right? So letting it go is saying, I'm no longer scared anymore. Like a baby blanket, right? Like a little banky. And this talks about diving deep, like, you know, going inward deep. And I'm also seeing it as like when a baby is in the womb, you know, they are in the water, they are immersed. So they're the mermaid of immersion. This has been a time of always planning, not doing, procrastinating and making excuses for holdups, reasoning to not go ahead, choosing to live on land of excuses and old ways, when deep underneath is calling for you. Your soul has asked you to do this, but you continually waste your time and fritter it away. It is precious, it is bright, it is good. This is a different from enjoyment. This is fear masquerading. There are poisons and toxins, old thoughts and patterns that you have maintained. Break free, dive in, dive deep. Be surrounded and belong to the beauty you wish to become. When you return to the land, everything will have changed in beautiful ways. Ooh, my ear is ringing. Interesting. Okay, so diving deep with this man. Or diving deep into your masculine energy, which is all about willpower, right? Getting things done. Okay, now we move on to Snow White and her animal friends. Look at that, Snow White. You inspire trust and confidence. And here we are with the number 9, the most spiritual, the most evolved number in numerology. Why? Because it has been through all the other numbers. You know, you had to go through from 1 to get to 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's about the humanitarian. And you inspire trust and confidence. People know that you are here to help them out. You know, they trust you. They trust your gift of sacred sight, because your gift of sacred sight is on point. Now, they trust it, and now it's time for you to trust it, right? And so Snow White, she bit into the apple, and she went to a deep slumber, right? She had her little 7 dwarfs who were helping her out, her soul family, but she's got a very strong connection to the animal kingdom. I was getting a lot of, because we got the weeping willow tree and we got another tree here, definitely a strong connection to nature, to the creatures, water, nature, right? Unicorns, like she's just got a strong connection to the fairy world, which was reminding me that I needed to pull out fairy stone. I was guided to pull out all these different crystals, and fairy stone was calling me for this card. Yeah, so 9 is the humanitarian. It's also from chaos comes clarity, the last level of a cycle, and moving into the 10 energy of rebirth and the phoenix rising from the ashes. We got a little bunny here, which represents fertility. So, you know, I'm definitely seeing fertility. I'm seeing a baby, because I see the mermaid as in, like, in the womb. I've been getting a lot of pregnancy messages. If you're trying not to get pregnant, I suggest using protection. But if you are trying to get pregnant, I'm seeing a pregnancy happening. A miracle. And, you know, we got the squirrel here who is, you know, she's channeling all these different animals. I'm seeing the channeling of all these different animals and their medicine. So we got the raccoon medicine, we got the doe here for the gentleness, we've got, you know, and the little raccoon wearing his mask, and then we got the little squirrels here with their ability to plan for the future. You know, they store our little nuts for the winter, and then they come back and get them, but they're very friendly, right? And they're very smart. And rabbits also represent magic to me. So something about magic. You inspire your magic. You are magic. Okay? Oh my God, look at marriage. I was talking about marriage with all the other cards, and here it is again, marriage. So definitely seeing the ring of trust. Look at the roses. The roses came through with the Chainsmokers song. This is amazing. Look at there's 3 rings there. There's 3 here. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So there's something about 3, 3, 3. Look at that. And that beautiful like diamond representing to me the crown chakra. Marriage. You have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and so the magical creatures, the shapeshifters and their friends now come to you. Rabbits are sacred to many witches, and the connection dates back to ancient times, when the hare was associated with 2 great goddesses, Ostara and Andraste. Like these female deities, you are a protector. Oh my God, see, I was saying that you are the protector. I was saying that up here. I was like, you don't no longer need protection because you are the protector. Wow. And I was talking about the rabbits and magic. You have valor, courage, and fierce power, and you are one who will protect your people and other creatures. Because these gentle ones trust you and have found safe haven with you. The hare shows it's time for fertility, new growth, procreation, and haste. Fleet and wild, hares are able to escape from harm by burrowing deep into the body of Mother Goddess herself. Oh my God. The deer shows that you are on your way to enlightenment through these gentle acts, and this purity of intent will have a ripple effect on the world around you. Wow, guys. This was talking about diving deep into into the water, and this is talking about diving deep into the earth. And so, what is a seed? I was seeing a semen in the last, yes, I know it's kind of weird, but I was seeing a semen, and I kept saying I'm seeing it burrowing like into the ovary. So definitely seeing the immersion of a pregnancy coming, or the birth, right? So beautiful. Snow White. And how does Snow White come? The prince comes and gives her the kiss of life. So I'm seeing the prince here, the man. He comes and gives her the kiss of life, or it could be, if you're a male, it could be the woman that gives you the kiss of life. I'm hearing that Sade song, the kiss of life. There must have been an angel by my side. Something heavenly led me to you. Look at the sky, it's the color of love. Anyway. Okay, so beautiful. Snow White. And her animal friends. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards here. And then moving on to, let me see how much time we got here. All right, we're almost there. Okay, so Fiona and the unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. Look at this, guys. I love it. More roses. So many roses here. The twin flame is handing you roses, saying, thank you for always being there. Even if you're not together in the 3D, I'm talking about energetically. You always feel that energy of your soulmates, of your soul family, of your if your parents passed away, you feel them. You feel my dad's been coming through like crazy. I was getting a lot of father energy in the last reading. So definitely seeing some father energy. And look at this. So before I did the reading, I already had my setup, and I had this on my desk. And look at, there's the horn of it's a water seashell by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. But look at it, looks just like the unicorn horn. So I love this. So this represents to me the third eye, being able to telepathically send messages, and also remote viewing. This is how we remote view, but this is also how we visualize, and this is how we manifest things into reality. And this is the magic unicorn energy, which is the unicorn is like the higher dimensional horse. So I'm seeing horse energy as well. And Fiona, it's number 11. So 29 is 11. 2. Oh wait, I was saying I didn't see any 2s in the reading, but here's a 2. So the 2 is all about peace, love, and harmony. It's about soulmates and partnerships. And 9 is about humanitarianism. So I'm seeing soulmates coming together for a humanitarian project, is what I'm seeing. So a lot of people think that, the twin flame has to come together because it's a romantic. No, sometimes the twin flames are coming together because they have a humanitarian mission to accomplish together. They're going to co-create something that's going to help the world. So, it's not always a romantic. It can be 2 best friends coming together, So when we get out of our head of how we think it's supposed to be, then that allows it to unfold how it's supposed to be. And look at, she's got horns. Oh my gosh, horns. Thinking of that Elijah Wood movie, Horns. I literally was talking to Ashley at FD 1111 Ministries about this movie Horns, and look at all these horns. There's 3 horns. We have 3. 3 is the number of creativity, communication, and joy. Joy. So you have the sacred site, and this is a gateway. So this is asking you to walk through that gateway, communicate what you see, right? Fiona Apple. Look at Snow White and the Apple. Fiona Apple. It's also the movie, the show Shameless. Fiona. Okay, so let's get to this one, and I didn't want to do too many cards today, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, not that I didn't want to do too many cards. I just mean that I didn't want it to go over 30 minutes. So, oh my God, another one. So here's another man. Dealings in relationship with the older man. Here's the man, an older man, and like I was saying in the last video, older man just means it's somebody who's older. He can be, you know, if you're 10 years old and the man is 20, it's an older man, right? If you are 20 years old and the man is 21, he's an older man. So I'm not seeing a big age difference. I'm just seeing an older man. And you are seeing this man. Maybe you're seeing this man in your dreams. And maybe this can be a father coming to you in your dreams. Okay. While your third eye is opening, it may be helpful to work with crystals, to work outside with fairies. Oh my God, yes, I was seeing a lot of fairy energy in their natural habitat, and to experience pure and beautiful visions to balance the other stranger and sometimes harsh images you will see. Yes, okay, I'm going to stop there. So let me just put a little mark there. When my third eye opened, like blew open, I saw scary things, because you see all dimensions of time and space of what we have created, you know, the horrors, the things, you see all that. But so you have to balance that out with seeing the good in things. So what I had to do every time, I would like think of something that was of a high vibration. So I would think of my 2 nieces sitting, you know, I have this photo on my screensaver on my phone, and it's my 2 nieces sitting down with balloons behind them, and it's a very happy image for me. So I, you know, when I would get scared, I would look at that image, or when I would feel despair, I would look at that image and say, if you know, this world is a horrible place, but look at these 2 beautiful little girls, you know. So it's always about seeing the beauty in the world. Yes, there is not so much beautiful things, but there's also beautiful things. So focus on the beauty. Don't focus on that nasty stuff. Okay, so anyway, take time to see into nature, and this opening will not be traumatic. It may be strange and difficult at times, but it will become natural and pleasurable. And what you see with your spirit eye will be pleasant for you to experience. Yes, and so I would go outside when it was overwhelming. I would go outside and sit in nature, and it grounded that energy. And then all of a sudden, like, hummingbirds would come around, and I would feel like Snow White. Oh my God! So I was meditating before this video, and I was sitting outside, and all of a sudden this hummingbird came to the door, and it was just staring at me. And this happens a lot. So maybe like, and a bee too. So a fairy bee. So maybe a lot of animals are attracted to you. I was never a fan of cats. Like I never like had a cat, but cats were always drawn to me. I would go to somebody's house and their cat was like vicious, but somehow it would not be vicious to me. It would like come and try to like nuzzle with me. So I'm seeing a very strong connection with animals. And a great many visions will come to you. Stay hydrated. Yes, for the third eye, it's imperative to stay hydrated. It's a conduit. Stay hydrated and keep a record of what you see. Yes, write down. Like I always tell people, journal stuff. You may begin to create spirit paintings, capturing these spirit visions with pen, color, and canvas. You are not losing your mind. You have been gifted with sacred sight. Yeah, so art. You know, trying to, even if you're not a great artist, just drawing, just painting, let things channel through you, almost like automatic writing. So unicorns help us choose between what is pure and what is polluted. The unicorn's alicorn, oh, that's what it's called, an alicorn, a spiral horn holding the divine ratio and perfect proportions within it. Yes. Connects directly to the third eye. At this time, many messages are being drawn directly to your third eye. And so your clairvoyant capacity is growing and opening. This may sometimes be disturbing for you. You may experience flashes of light at night, as though lightning is striking behind your closed eyelids. You will be able to see colors and energies around beings, even see who their guides and their companions are. The fairy with the unicorn is magical too. She is learning the secrets of speaking with the crystals. And what's interesting, all these crystals called me to pull out, all of them. And, you know, I was talking about this in one of my previous videos, meditating and seeing geometric patterns when you close your eyes. So you'll begin to see these things, if you haven't already, with your eyes closed. It's very powerful. With your eyes open, it is likely you will begin to see another world superimposed over this one. Energy will form shapes around people, objects, plants, and even buildings. You will see colors and energy, field, orbs, and entities. You're able to see what once you could not. For a time, this could lead to confusion, disrupted sleep, and a feeling that perhaps you may not be of sound mind. But this is not true. The unicorns and I are here to guide you through this time. Unicorn. Ooh, the unicorn will help purify the energy that comes close to you and advise you to drink a great deal of water as you go through this process of third eye opening widely. You will sometimes feel trapped in a world where you receive too many visions to make sense of. This will pass, and we will help you through this stage. Ask us what you need to know, and we will do our best to translate the images you are seeing. The energies you are able to glimpse so clearly now into words you are able to understand. It is not time to give in to fear and to banish this visionary experience. Accepting it will lead to great healing and the ability to help others. Yes, so when I was a little girl, I would see horrible things, girls hanging in closets, things like that. Like I was scared, and I would ask to not see it because I was scared. And so, not knowing that it couldn't hurt me. Now that I'm an adult, I'm able to see without fear. So now that I let go of the fear, the images came flooding to me. And I think this is happening to you as well. So, okay, moving on to Chakana. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. So this is from Pachamama Art's Mandala Dotalism deck. These are all dot paintings. And yeah, oh my God, look at rabbit, as we were talking about the rabbit over here. So this talks about sexual matters, that sexual energy. So too much concern with sexual matters. So maybe you're seeing too much sexuality in the world and focusing too much on it. Like, oh, that's overtly sexual. That's too much. That's shameful. This is asking you to let go of that. I'm going to put the bunny right here. So, Chakana. The Chakana, also called the Inca Cross, is one of the most respected symbols of the Incan culture. It represents the different levels of life and the access towards the cosmic consciousness. The shamans use the central hole to transit in between worlds. You can use this mystical tool to develop your connection to the ascending levels of existence and cross the doors that only you are the key to open. You are the key. You are the key. Visualize the Chakana tuning visualize the Chakana turning around the central circle to activate the cosmic gate, and let the shaman within you travel through it. Your open mind can lead you to a world of unlimited possibilities. Can you perceive what is awaiting you? So when you meditate, like I was saying, you see different things when you meditate. I see, geometric patterns, and sometimes I will see a circle and it's like a tunnel, and it's like I'm going through the tunnel, and either I'm coming out of the tunnel or I'm going in the tunnel, and the tunnel either shrinks or the circle gets big. So it's like going through that tunnel, and once you go through that tunnel, it's like you have changed a frequency. You have changed frequency, so things slightly change. And 3 is all about communication, creativity. So this is about pulling what's in there, pulling it out. Divine inspiration, right? When we're drawing, painting, whatever, we're pulling that from the ethers. And so this is about pulling things from the ethers and communicating it, right? All right, and then we've got 2 cards. Actually, we had 2. Spiritual love was over here, and family sorrow, the weeping willow. So I actually made some notes about a couple of these. So the lily represents, eternal love, devotion, purity, rebirth. Usually when somebody dies, we gift them with lilies as a representation of their rebirth into a new life. It also represents motherhood. So I'm seeing motherhood here. Either a mother figure is coming through, or you're going to be a mother, but I'm seeing motherhood. And yeah, Hera, 100 years of love, I'm hearing. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Okay, and then we've got the weeping willow. Okay, so if you watched my last reading, I was talking about the weeping willow and how cherry blossoms to me are like the the yin and the yang of the weeping willow, right? The weeping willow looks very sad and sorrowful, whereas the cherry blossom is very vibrant and alive. And the weeping willow represents bending and not breaking. You see how the weeping willow, like, it just twists and turns and doesn't bend or break. It represents immortality, eternity, and spirituality. And it's also got pain relieving properties. So I'm seeing pain relief because I was seeing chain smokers. So I'm seeing like chain smoking. So somebody maybe is chain smoking, either they're smoking cigarettes or smoking marijuana, but I'm seeing chain smoking. I'm also seeing the healing properties of the willow tree. So like there are different trees that have healing properties. I know like kratom is kind of like an opiate, but they take it from the pine tree. So the weeping willow also has pain relieving properties. So some people take the weeping willow and they create something for that. But I love weeping willows. They're one of my favorite trees, the cherry blossom and the weeping willow. Okay, and then we got the final 2 cards, guys. Here we go. Look at this beautiful tree. Look at that. Look at, we got 2 beautiful trees. A lot of tree energy. And I'm seeing coexist. So that came through in the last reading, having compassion for others, coexisting with others. And so look at that. The tree just coexists with everything. It doesn't see religion or anything, right? It just sees you and as the spirit that you are. I love it. Manifesting miracles. Look at the dress of alchemy is all about miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Yes, this spiritual love is manifesting, and maybe healing is manifesting as well. Maybe there's somebody that in your life who is addicted to something, and you're praying for a miracle. This is whatever your miracle that you're trying to manifest. I'm seeing it manifesting. Lily. Okay, and then finally, the final card. Here we go. Look at these 2. So this was right, spiritual love was right above it. Look at that spiritual love. They're so connected. I'm seeing like bubbles here, so orbs. I'm seeing a lot of orbs. I'm seeing blood. I don't know why I'm seeing blood, like the platelets. I'm seeing blood. Maybe the detoxification of blood. But it also looks like they're inside a womb. So like twins, a boy and a girl. So I'm seeing this as a twin flame card. So maybe twin flames are coming together. I always say that, right? But some are, like, they may not, talk about it on my page, but they are coming together. I see them coming together. Like, I see other videos of people, and they are coming together. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So there is no right or wrong, in love. There's just experiences. I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. There is no right or wrong. There is just experience. When you actually get to the other side, when you pass away and you go through your life review, there was never a right or wrong. There's just experiences. And how could I change and tune that differently? How can I fine tune something? So, and there is no wrong decision. Every choice you make leads you to a new understanding of something. So, I'm seeing a lot of fertility happening, whether this is projects, creative projects, like a lot of creativity coming through. I'm seeing co-creating with another man, whether this is a family or marriage or a creative art project or humanitarian project. But I'm seeing 2 people coming together to create something amazing. And definitely seeing a lot of connection to nature. So definitely go out into nature, because a lot of people's crown chakra and their 3rd eye are opening up. And what they might see is kind of scary, but just know that it can never harm you. Nothing could ever harm you. And I love this just Inca thing. It just very reminds me of Machu Picchu. Like I'm looking up from the top, and it looks like I'm looking down from the top, like I'm looking at a pyramid. The center of a pyramid. Almost looks like an organite. Okay, guys. Well, this is the energy of what is coming through for this 9/11. I'm seeing something amazing coming on Halloween. Before Halloween, I'm seeing it coming. So this manifested miracle, this spiritual love. I'm seeing like humping like rabbits. I don't know why that's coming through. But yeah, okay, well, that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. And I just want to close this out with a quick tuning fork miracle, manifesting miracles, 528 hertz. Here we go. And I'll put this right here. Thank you all so much. Namaste, everybody.